Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. This is Suzanne Wagner, of course, again, and I am doing the numerology and the astrology on a daily basis, and this one happens to be for March 23rd, 2021. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 13, and if you add the 1 and the 3 together, you get the number 4. The number 4 is about the Emperor card in the Tarot, which represents a fair, just, noble, generous leader that listens to, all of his knights at the round table like King Arthur, and then decides to make the final decision based on all of that information that's coming in. It represents the 4 walls of a building, which represents safety and security and stability. But also in the yogic numerology system, this is a number of balance, neutral mind, and inner peace. So I think that today heralds a deep desire for better balance, endurance, and peace. It intends to overwhelm the ego, to shatter the old and outmoded, and force integration into alignment. This is much like atoms and molecules as they seek a connection with their ions and electrons and connect energetically to something. They seek that attraction so that they can join, land, and manifest something in the physical world. So too, each of us is looking for our place to land. That connection allows us to feel safe and finally rest. The organization of those molecules is a crucial element to manifesting what you want. The number 4 is about standing firm with the laws of order that support healthy and safe societies. This number is about the desire to acquire inner peace and want a world that also strives for peaceful coexistence. There is just too much conflict in the world, and that upset is fueling so much dysfunction. And it comes from the deepest places within our souls that are desperate to find something that will allow them to feel safe. There are too many countries that have governments that are destructive, cruel, and manipulated by dangerous people. That leaves their people desperate for another life, a better life, a place that they can do what is necessary to be safe. In exchange for that, they intend to work hard because they also want the American dream. I know that this is a subject that brings up many emotions in people with a lot of opinions, but somehow something needs to be done to allow those in danger to find respite and a safe harbor. The astrology today. There is a Pluto-Chiron quintile. This is an aspect that has a long-term quality. It will help in the creative process and make us feel quicker and more clever in solving the present problems. I think that would be good. Insights arise and help us in our deeper personal issues for healing. The next step is to discover the courage to go deep and repair that inner pattern that keeps plaguing our consciousness. It's time to heal, integrate, and pursue those future endeavors. Mercury and Mars square off, and both will also square with Pluto. I am afraid this aspect can add belligerent behavior to those already impatient. I look at this astrology and I think of the chaos in Florida right now with spring break. Disagreements get more substantial, and we may find ourselves feeling ineffective in getting others to understand our intention. Walk away from those that intend to push their story or perspective on you. Engaging in conflicting discourse at this time will get us nowhere. In the evening, there might be some minor mental communication challenges. Not like it hasn't been the whole day, but anyway, it will probably be best to put off just all difficult conversations for a little while. Just put them to the side. Some may exhibit paranoid behavior when pushed. Be careful to do all the necessary steps. Some people are not in the mood for humor. The disposition today is one of distractions, tensions, and challenges coming from unexpected quadrants. Try to take all competitive events less seriously. And my quote for today: magic does exist in this world. You just have to know where to look. And my blog for today. Spring is happening and I have some new seeds to plant in the garden. I plan on doing that today while the soil is damp, and I actually already went out and I did some. And it's amazing how stooping over with a trowel and digging a little hole and putting some seeds in and going on, because they're, all these wildflower seeds. it's exhausting and time consuming. You get tired really quickly trying to do that. So I've got still tons of seeds, but I'll do a little bit every day. I also need to start some of my garden seeds, and that's another project to get going. And all these things seem small and not insignificant, but I get excited to do them. I have dreams of having bees on this property, but to do that, I need lots of flowers for those bees, and I figured first I have to plant some things to get this land busting with colorful life. Then bring in the bees. My rosemary plant over here is going haywire with blooms, but the weather is just still too cold for the bees. I look forward to seeing them this week as it finally gets warm enough. I saw my first hummingbird today, and I swear that they are a higher form of life, something to remind us that magic does exist in this world. You just have to know where to look for it. Thanks, everyone. Bye.